to get up?
Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. I'll start scanning.
Uh-huh.
I'd rather be off murdering a pint. This'll do.
I'm ready when you are. Ah, damn it. Now I've got to calibrate everything all over again.
Sturgis.
You need any help with that, signal interceptor?
Hey, Sturgis.
You need any help with that, signal interceptor?
Not now.
Watch it! You might hit something you regret.
Hey, Sturgis.
You need any help with that, signal interceptor?
Not now.
Another great one from Betty Hutton.
folks, I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal than usual. As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it, I've been pretty terrible. Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends, I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it. All right, folks, that's enough sentiment from me for today. Let's get it on back to the music, shall we? Next, we've got Bing Crosby.
Sturgis.
With some
You need
advice
any help with
everyone can
that,
benefit
signal
from.
interceptor?
Accentuate the positive.
How are we gonna build...
We're gonna need
I need to find parts for the beam emitter.
we're gonna need anything.
Not sure how we're gonna build this relay.
Any other?
Not now. Hey, Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Getting cold feet? I don't blame you. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Good neighbor resident Kent Connolly swears that he was actually rescued by this Tommy gun-toting hero. So I guess if you're out there
We
and
need the
thinking
key.
about breaking the law,
Can't pick
you
this.
might want to consider steering clear of Good Neighbor,
It's stuck.
or else the Shroud might come after you. Here's a whole lot of shaking going on.
Sean?
Huh?
By Big Maybell.
Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean, I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
These bad people, they stole you from me.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Sean, please. calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you. After all this time, it's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
It's really you? After all this time?
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please, anything I can do to help you understand.
I don't want to hear any more right now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
I won't be a part of this. I can't.
Why? Because of the reputation of the Institute. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
I'm sorry to hear that. I had certainly hoped we could work together. But every man must make his own decisions. If you choose to leave, I cannot force you to stay. Understand, though, that I cannot allow you to remain within the Institute. You may have safe passage back to the relay, where you will be sent back to the surface. But from that point, you must be considered hostile. I am sorry. I must think first of the safety of the Institute. And in the cruel world that has developed, those who are not with us are against us. The elevator will return you to the relay.
Only opens with a key. I'm in. Don't have the key. No way to pick this.
Need something?
I've made my choice. The Institute is now our enemy.
I always knew that day was coming. The question now is, what are we gonna do about them?
What do you think we should do?
We'll have to hope there's something in that data you swiped that we can use to get at them. Make sure to give it to Sturgis so he can get started on it. In the meantime, we can focus on building up our strength while Sturgis is working his end. No half measures. This time, when we attack, we finish the job, once and for all. I've got something for you to do right now, actually. I'll mark it on your map.
There we go.
Fresh strawberries.
We could really use your help.
Yes, I'm here to help.
There's a group of we know where they're coming from.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
I hope so.
Hey,
Blue, you got a minute?
sure thing.
Just what you said about Nat. I've been going over it again and again in my head, and what you said was right. It's just... sometimes it feels like the only things I've got in life are Nat and the paper. Having someone I can count on, someone like you, it's meant a lot to me. Not a lot of people want to hang around with the nosy reporter.
Do people actively avoid you?
Well, crooked guards, lousy. I started the paper more after the first couple.
Sounds like you really cleaned up Diamond City.
Well, when that first edition hit the stands, I felt like I'd finally done something worth doing. But afterwards, people didn't want to talk. A lot of folks.
You can count.
I know you're not afraid of me like everyone. I was sure that I've needed someone like you, so thank you for being the...
It sounds to me like you're interested in becoming more than just friends.
Oh, I mean, well, I'd be lying if I said I never thought about you that way. Not that I'm always thinking that way. It's just, Blue, I'm loud and pushy and constantly getting in over my head.
Really?
Why would someone like you ever want someone like me?
All we've been through?
And you're still here, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
Goodness, Blue. Come on. Let's not keep the world waiting.
Don't you die on me!
Put your hands up.
Just had to play hero, huh?
Eat this!
Don't move. Just chill out, asshole.
You picked on the wrong people today.
I've done this hundreds of times. Think you'll be any different?
Real bad move.
Should have just run.
Last mistake.
Why do they always gotta fight back? Ah!
I guess this place doesn't get a whole heck of a lot of foot traffic.
No way to pick this.
What the hell was that? A leg!
Found your son. Are you kidding? My leg!
Put your hands up.
Doesn't seem like a great place to linger, Blue.
Hey.
Blue, we're not alone. Blue, we're not alone here.
Think something's broken?
My leg!
Better than expected.
Don't move!
What the fuck was that? Who? Oh, man, please don't there now. What do you think? Huh?
Shoes. Bored little bastards. I wonder if this is normal for other journalists.
Calm down, you
think they're gone. Hey, something's out there.
Hell yeah.
Going to waste otherwise.
Bingo. Got it.
And over here. Huh. I knew you would help us.
I took care of those raiders for you.
Really? Well, that's the best news I've heard in a long...
It's quite a place, isn't it? The only Tarberry... bog in the Commonwealth.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Go ahead.
We grow the best tarberries in the Commonwealth.
I hope you realize how much you did for us.
Fresh tarberries.
This place is really coming together, huh? I can't take all the credit.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this.
What do you hope to find?
Whatever the Institute doesn't want anybody to know. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Strong go with human.
Yes, come with me.
Strong travel.
Jeez, you mutants are not much prettier up close.
Strong say same about little lady. So much walking. Want to do more? Or fighting!
I don't ask for much, just need a